Yusa wanna see our logos gripas? Get us to 1,000 subs. You have 1 week.
Hey, the audio might cut periodically throughout this episode. I'm still working to fix the issue. We've spent many hours trying to solve this problem, but it's still happening. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching.
Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of the Gred podcast. I'm Sahara.
I'm Reid.
I'm Maury.
He's he's across the room.
He's far.
I'm here.
All right.
So the iPhone 15 came out, and I was looking at the features for it. It's virtually the same phone. There's a couple new things, like it's USB-C now, but the British government made it do that. The one thing I saw that I thought was kind of cool is there's a programmable button, so you can have a button and you can make it be anything you want.
Yeah, the side button.
That's sick. Every phone needs that.
Yeah, I liked that feature.
And they also added this
Not
feature where
enough.
if you tap any phone together, you can share anything. When you consider AirDrop has been a thing the entire time, waste, right? But I want to ask you two a question.
Oh no. Okay.
Guess.
I want to give you an answer.
Okay, you're gonna have to guess. I want you to guess how much money did Apple spend making the iPhone 15?
$2 million.
All right, Sarah.
1.5 million.
You trying to price is right, Maury, right there. All right. So
I don't think it's very much at all.
it was $40 billion.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the reason why I want to talk about it. They spent $40 billion to make a phone that is virtually the same.
That's
Is
the
that,
GDP
like, the
of a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Is
just
that like the production amount that they made? Like how much they spent to like make the phone?
I think it's
Or is it like
R&D.
how much they spent to like?
I think that was R&D.
Okay.
Because production wouldn't cost that much, especially with all their child labor. Allegedly.
Tax? Alleged child labor.
Just say, if you ever say anything out of pocket about a company, just say allegedly and you're good.
I mean, I guess. But do I mean it allegedly?
Like, Facebook is planning the downfall of all of humanity.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Now, I'm not going to prosecute, but, Apple definitely got some child labor. They might as well just put it in like the about phone section of every iPhone, built by a child, and then put his name.
Oh, on each phone, it's like...
It's like the Coke bottles!
Yeah. Oh, this phone was made by...
Baljeet!
Yeah.
Baljeet. He hasn't seen his family in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
White people would pay so much more money for that.
But since
They
you
would try to
bought this
get one with their
iPhone,
name.
yeah, they would.
He gets an extra bowl of rice.
Yeah.
For every phone that he makes that sells, he gets a penny.
No, a bowl of rice.
Yeah, an extra half loaf of bread.
He either gets a bowl of rice or a penny. Both cost the same.
His family gets to eat
Yeah.
today.
He gets to keep his kneecaps.
Yeah.
Ooh, kneecaps.
I saw that and I thought, that's insane that they spent that much money to make a phone
That's the same.
that's the same. I think it would have been just cheaper just to release the same phone again.
That's literally the U.S. Army activities. That sounds like something the U.S. Army has done and continues to do to this day.
Yeah. It's
Widowy, like
widowy called Space Force. So.
like Widowy, the old camel pattern, like the Widowy, the old camel pattern. Literally, like they spent like $100 billion just to make it worse. Just to make it worse than the last one.
I don't get why they keep changing it. Just fuck.
Yeah.
Is it fucking broken? Does it not work?
And then listen to this shit, okay? Listen to this. All right, they spent like $100 trillion or some shit to make a new PT test, okay? The ACFT, and the old one, the APFT, okay? Great, nothing wrong with it. It was literally sit-ups, push-ups, and a 2-mile run, okay? The ACFT has like 6 events, and it's insane, and they keep changing it because it's weird and it doesn't make sense. It's a deadlift, with as much weight as you can for 3 reps, and then it's a ball throw, and then the worst thing to ever be created by anything ever, the sprint drag carry, something that I
Ooh.
believe was made to
It's,
torture people.
Well, I
And
mean,
then-
it
and
is
then-
the U.S. government.
Yeah, and then it's a plank, and then T push-ups. So not regular push-ups like every normal human being and every military in history pretty much. Push-ups, not regular push-ups. T
Wait,
push-ups.
What are T push-ups?
Well, you go down, you start down, okay? You go up, you go back down, and then you pick your hands off the ground and then fully extend outwards in kind of like a T pose position, but laying down, and then you go back, and that's 1 rep.
Ew.
And then a plank, okay? A plank.
Yikes.
Why?
And before
Why?
it used to be a leg tuck,
I don't understand.
but motherfuckers were so fat that they couldn't do a singular leg tuck. A singular one. That was passing. You just had to do one singular one, but people were so goddamn fat in the US Army, okay, that no one was passing it, I guess. So they changed it to a plank, which is way worse. I miss leg tucks. It's insane. I don't know who complained about it. And then it's a 2-mile run, which is fine, regular. But after doing all of that, which is mostly legs,
I thought
it's ridiculous.
Stupid.
There's a couple times there when I thought you were done, and then you just kept going.
Wait. I'm not even done yet. It came out like a couple months ago that the new sergeant major of the army is going to go back on the ACFT and put back the APFT.
How much money did they spend doing this?
I don't know, but a lot to do research just to fuck it up that bad.
Honestly, fuck it. Just give me like $100, and I'll come up with your. I'll do it.
Dude, just leave it how it was in that case. Like,
Honestly, I think it'd just be cheaper. Just pick up a person in the army at random. Is all right. Come up with a thing.
I don't think the army has ever heard of the saying, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
I mean, yeah.
Because then they just fuck it up.
Well, then
Everything is fine. Everything works. The system that we have works, and then they're like, you know what? Let's just fuck it up, just cause.
It
Just 'cause
sounds
it's
like-
about that time.
It sounds like to me, they had a bunch of money left in the budget, and if they didn't use it, it's gonna get cut. So we gotta spend it on something.
Yeah.
And they fuck it up.
Yeah.
Just to make it worse.
And they fuck it up. They use a bunch of money to fuck it up, and then they spend a bunch more money to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't go to Australia because of funding. We couldn't go to Australia.
Damn.
Froggy.
But they want to spend a gajillion billion trillion dollars on making a new PT test just to bring the old one back. And that's
Yeah.
what fucking Apple does.
Honestly, the U.S. government, I think it'd be easier if the army just said, "No, we're gonna research a new type of measurement. We call it a fuck ton, and that's exactly how much it's gonna cost."
Yeah, fuckload. And then
Yeah.
instead of having millimeters, it's going to be a cunt hairs. A cunt hairs away. That's about 3 cunt hairs.
Payday 3.
Yeah. When we played it, Reed, I thought it was great, but I think right now it's slightly less great. I don't know if is it working right now?
So, Payday 3 does not work in between the hours of 9 to 5 West Coast time. Like, pretty much around those times, you can't fucking play the game, but at night you can. They're trying to fix it. All these, it's a third-party deal. And
okay.
that's what's causing the problem. They're trying to fix it. There's going to be some points throughout the next coming week where you can't play the game at all in between like 8 and 11 because they're going to turn it off to fix the servers.
Mm-hmm.
I just know. I just think this could have been handled better because it is a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I figured I already have quite a few hours in it because it just flicks my brain bean.
Oh.
Oh,
I have 14 hours in Payday 3.
nice. I've clocked 30 hours in the last 3 days of Cyberpunk.
But it's good. I think okay. Sometimes the game gets insanely hard for no reason.
Yeah, but that was Payday 2 as well.
Yeah, but also we were playing on the easiest setting, and it's all we're
No,
doing.
it wasn't. We were on normal.
Yeah, normal is the easiest setting now.
What?
Yeah,
Is there no easy?
that's how it's always been. It's always been normal. Actually, no. There was very easy and easy in Payday 2. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, now it's just normal, hard, very hard overkill. But we were on the easiest setting on Road Rage. Holy shit! Just holy shit!
That was pretty
Damn.
insane. I'm not gonna lie.
1 minute it's all sunshine and rainbows, and the next we're in like World War I. Just everyone's getting shot.
I like the new menus. I think it's way more cohesive than Payday 2. I don't think it's as confusing.
Yeah, it looks clean.
It's also a lot faster because Payday 2, when you would go in to change your attachments on your gun, it would take like a minute to just go into the next menu and select your next attachment or take something off
Mm-hmm.
or put a camo on it. But now it's like
That's right.
instant. It's just there, you know?
Oh, we should have started this review by saying how many hours we have in Payday 2. I have 131 hours in Payday 2.
I have 86 hours, 82 hours, 82.8 hours. in
Most of
Payday 2.
those hours are together. Yay!
Yeah, like 99% of them.
Damn.
The cloaker noise is still terrifying.
Yeah, I feel like they changed it a little bit,
No,
but
it's still
but it's
it gives
still
me
fucking terrifying every
Yeah.
single time.
Everyone talks about how that music from Sonic when you're underwater is the most anxiety inducing thing in gaming.
Yeah, no,
No, it's the cloaker. The
yeah, 100%.
Also, they also made it so he always makes the noise too. So
Yeah.
if you just like run by him, you'll hear it.
Yeah, and then what
Ew.
you can hear the characters in the game say cloaker, and when I hear them say cloaker, I stop what I'm doing and I look around, and then by that time I'll hear and then I'll be on the ground getting the shit kicked out of me.
They changed how the taser works, and they're easier now, way easier than I remember. I remember you get stuck with a taser, and if you didn't catch him with the clip, you're like kind of screwed.
Well, the other day I got caught by a taser and I couldn't do anything.
Huh.
Like I wasn't even shooting, and I had a full mag,
Interesting.
and I was just like staring at him, and I had to wait for like you to show up and shoot him.
There was one crash though.
I crashed a few times,
Oh,
like twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know.
I didn't crash at all.
Yeah, it was when in that first mission, you threw too many bags into too much thermite into the thing.
Who knew throwing
And then-
thermite into fire makes the fire go bigger? Like, who would have
Yeah,
thought?
it was so big and too many effects on my screen that
Mhm.
my entire computer crashed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were both looking at the same explosion too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that speaks to the game or not, because
Yeah.
he crashed and I didn't.
Yeah, have you gotten the new driver? The new
Nope,
NVIDIA driver? Oh, okay.
I have not. I like to not update my computer until it
Yeah.
starts causing problems.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Knowing you, that seems
No,
like
just
a
kidding.
question I should not have asked.
No, I have it set on auto.
Uh,
I don't
Except-
think
I
I'm
didn't-
set to-
I
Audio.
can't. You can't do that for the graph drivers, but I have a driver updater that does it for me.
Well, NVIDIA released a new driver just so that it can just for the newest DLC and update of Cyberpunk.
Hold on.
Just for that, they released a new driver.
what do you give Payday 3 on it out of 1 to 10?
Um, right now, I can't give it anything more than like a 7, probably.
Okay, I
Oh,
give
seven's
it
still pretty high.
I give it an 8. I love it.
Yeah, I'd give it more. But the inability to play it at certain times of the day, and just how early it is, it's early Payday, and it's
Yeah,
always like that. Base Payday is always like a little empty,
a little
but
bit.
after like give it 6 years, and it's going to be insane,
It's gonna be
quite insane.
it's gonna be insane, and then there'll be a tie-in to John Wick, and the guy from
Yeah,
Hardcore Henry's there.
yeah.
That was the last one. I don't know. I don't like. Okay, I stealthed a mission. Uh, I didn't get any bonus for it, so maybe like I got like caught or some shit.
hmm
But like there was no stealth bonus, and I was like, what the fuck's the point?
Maybe I think it's just that it's still early Payday, and I don't know, they're missing stuff, and they want to just like the base out, you know.
It's true. Yeah,
But yeah, I think with some updating,
I'm
it'll be
simultaneously I
a
feel
9 or 10.
simultaneously
But
I feel bad for the devs, but also I'm mad at the devs because it's like they didn't they could have put an offline mode in, and this whole it would be like a 9 for me, I'd say.
yeah,
Just slowly not working throughout the day is a colossal problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I think our government needs to step in for because this isn't like the first time where a game has come out where it does not work.
hmm
Our government needs to step in and be like, all right, if you do this, you're gonna get fined. It should count as false advertisement,
I
honestly,
don't know.
because if you're advertising a product that works and then you get it and it doesn't work.
I mean, this is one of those times where you say things, and I disagree with them because I don't like the government, and I don't like the government telling and doing things to companies or anything at all. 'Cause I don't want a government, actually, to be specific. You know.
I'm gonna say that I disagree too, because like our government has a lot more important things to be doing.
You say that, but the video games makes more money than movies and the music industry. So,
Okay, but like there's so many more important things that they should be doing.
you say that, but they're not going to do those things either.
I know, but
They're just going to sit there and argue
Yeah,
with each other.
but also I can't think of the last time I remember thinking, "Wow, the government did good."
me either.
Uh,
And I'm in
uh,
the army. I know more about the government than both of you. No offense, but I'm in
I
I'm
don't
in the
doubt
government.
it.
I'm owned by the government.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Fair.
The government really hasn't done anything based lately.
No,
No.
no.
And the problem is they fell off their grind set.
Yeah, true.
Get back on it. The government needs to become like me when I play Civ 6.
For real.
Yeah, just
We would get
like
so much done.
for real.
Oh, so okay, this happened a couple weeks. So like I think the week we filmed episode 4,
Mm-hmm.
Broc, our editor, wanted to play games with me. So
Uh-huh.
he got me to play FPS chess.
Uh-huh.
FPS chess, it's like chess, but when you try to take another person's piece, it turns into a shooter, and you have to kill that piece in order to win, and they can kill you. It's basically a 1v1.
On Rust.
Right?
Yes.
Snipers
And
only.
it was my first time playing, and we're playing, and he brings his queen out, and naturally he brings it close enough to my pawns where there's like I can move the pawns up to him, so I move one of my pawns up like, you want to fucking throw down, thinking fully I'm gonna lose, but maybe this is kind of funny. and then I proceed to immediately beat the shit out of him with the pawn. I beat his queen with a pawn, and then I proceed to massacre all of his chess pieces with pawns. Pawns are ridiculously overpowered in this game. They should be the weakest one, but if you know the pawn meta, you win.
On meta.
You win every single time. I think we played. Oh, there was one game. I was being a bit. We played like, I'd say like 8 games, and I won 6, and he won 2. We also played Rocket League. He beat my ass, brutally beat my ass in Rocket League.
The only way you're good at Rocket League is if you have autism. Because I have a friend who's really good at Rocket League, and the other day he was like, "You know what, man? I have autism." And I was like, "I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it. You're good at Rocket League.
You play Rocket League."
Well, we played an online match first, and he's like, "Oh, I'm lagging." And then so I was like, all right, let's 1v1. And then we start 1v1, and he starts beating my ass. And I was like, okay, where was this when we were doing online matches? He beats my ass, and he's taunting me, too, the entire time. We played 5 games, and I won 1 of them. And only because he fucked up and tried to taunt me, and I was able to score and capitalize on it. And I beat him, and I was just like, there. I finally fucking won, and the entire time, he was being like, oh, you need to switch games? You want to switch games? You seem mad. Which, I was beyond pissed, but I can't let him know that. I gotta keep playing.
Yeah.
You tend to let me know.
Yeah, well, you've come to expect rage from me. Broc hasn't.
Yeah.
Fair.
So we went back to FPS Chest, and so I'm bringing this energy from Rocket League, and we're playing, and he actually starts winning, and like he gets to my king piece with his horse, and he tries to take my king, and then I immediately quit out of the game, just to be a dick. That counts as a win for him, but I just wanted to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, mission accomplished there.
And then we played another one. This was the last one because I won, and he was like, all right, fuck this. I can't.
Yeah.
Because, he might cut this segment. I don't know. Please don't.
Please don't cut the segment. Reed wanted to talk about this for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to talk about it last week, but I forgot, and I felt bad because I said to him that I would, so I did now.
Hey, Broc, go ahead and cut this.
No.
Hey, listen, I'm the guy that pays you $6, sometimes $7. So.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes 6.
Yeah. And there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they could figure it out.
What's next?
Yeah. You're gonna catch these hands, you piece of shit. That's what's next.
I'll throw them back in your face.
I'll put you in the ground, motherfucker.
You're a fart face.
I'm gonna collapse your windpipe.
Whenever I talk to you, I want to take a shower.
I'm gonna elbow drop your trachea.
Go brush your teeth.
I'm gonna fucking fart in your face. I'm gonna get a running start and jump. And my ass, since you're so fucking short, will be right in front of your face.
I want you to go and do a push-up.
I want you to go and do nothing.
Go kiss your dogs.
You know what I want you to do? I want you to drink a glass of water.
No. I'm not going to do that.
You should. It's healthy.
Go get a haircut.
Go snort some coke. Nah, man.
You know what? Go brush your teeth your piss in a drawer this week?
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know why Sahara, for some reason, you saying that reminded me of the worst thing ever. You ever be playing Cards Against Humanity, and there's one fucking person there, and they just spend the entire when you put out the card, trying to guess whoever the fuck put the card? You ever play with those fucking people? Where they're like, oh, you put some shit that's kind of fucked too, and they're like, I bet you did it, and you're just like, hey, can you shut the fuck up?
I hate people that get way too competitive with board games. I was playing Blockbuster, all right, this game where you guess shit, all right, and
Yeah.
and a friend was like, I'm not even good at this game. Like I don't even know any movies, and then they would guess one, and I'd be like, whoa, I'm so good at this game. I think he was drinking, and he'd be like, I'm literally so good at this game, and I literally don't even know any movies. And then
I
they would
know a
miss like every
female like
single
that.
other one, but they would still remind people of how he got that singular one.
It's funny. It's funny that you say this because one of the times I've seen you the most mad is when we were playing the unicorn card game. You got so fucking pissed.
I did. I don't even remember.
I
What
I remember you saying we were playing. There's this one card and it was kind of OP. I don't remember the name of the game. What was it? Some shit.
Exploding unicorns.
Yeah, it was exploding unicorns. Very masculine game, and we're playing it. And there's just one card that basically is the super nuh-uh,
Yeah.
and there's this card that basically makes it so none of your cards can get no'd. And where it was like, either you let the super no go through, or I'm done fucking playing. I was like, oh, okay, God, fuck.
Yeah. Because I think you were trying to know my super no or something.
No, I had this card that basically said your nose couldn't do anything, and you made the logic that was like, I have a super no. This should
Yeah.
be immune to that.
Yeah, that was honestly kind of a shit game. I played it after that with someone, and like the rules are like really vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a kid game, not meant for adults or something.
Nah,
Sometimes I
that
think
couldn't be
that's
it.
what it
That couldn't be it. There's no way.
sometimes I think they leave vagueness in board game rules so children scream at each other more.
Yeah, and develop anger issues and degenerate society further.
That's
to
right.
Complete collapse.
I mean, that's the point of Sorry. Sorry
Yeah,
just
it's
teaches
kinda-
you how to be a dick.
Yeah, it's kind of based, honestly.
That's a. I haven't played that one in so long. I love that one.
See,
I
playing Sorry,
enjoy playing Monopoly.
haven't played Monopoly in a while.
I Monopoly takes too long, but I usually win.
Okay, but Reed told me we were gonna play Civ 6, right? And he goes,
Right.
It's just as long as a game of Monopoly.
Nah.
Here
Well-
we are, like 2 months later, and he's still playing it. The same game
Yeah.
that he started.
Well, to be fair, I haven't been playing there's been large gaps in between when I play. I will give you though, it's probably been a couple like at least like 20-30 hours.
You're a large gap.
You literally played it for like 12 hours
Yeah.
in one day, and then
Yeah, I know
and,
it's not
like,
good. It's a
It was
problem.
the same day that we started, and I expected you to be done, and you're like, the Aztecs.
I
They need to leave me alone.
I started invading the Aztecs, and I got up their Sahara, and
Stop.
their entire empire had been destroyed by fucking barbarians.
Real.
For real.
Onga.
Oh god. How many middle schoolers could you take on in a fist fight?
So, are we doing it to the death, by the way?
It's to the death. Should it be they come in waves, or should it just be like
Well, if we're doing waves, how big are the waves?
5?
Like 4? Oh, like 4, I was thinking.
Okay. Why 4?
I don't know, because I feel like that's equal amount.
You
I don't
speaking
know.
from a place of experience there?
How old are middle schoolers?
Maybe.
Middle schoolers? Whoa.
Like 15?
No.
Are you asking how old a middle
14?
schooler is?
Yes. That's
Okay.
exactly
Middle
what I
schoolers
said.
are 11 to 14,
How do you know that off the top of your head?
because I have 3 siblings in middle school.
Uh-huh. Likely story.
I bet you
I
parked your
not a
car right
pervert.
outside.
That's right. I
Or
bet
just
you.
walk.
I can't drive, Maury.
Oh,
I
you-
bet
you,
I.
you park
Hey,
your bicycle.
Hey,
or
you're
something.
you're
I
looking at
can't ride a
children.
bike
Hey,
either.
hey, you're looking at children inappropriately. Who said? So you clearly don't care about the law. So
I bet you park yourself at a bench and stare at them with your giant binoculars.
I bet you attach candy bars to fishing poles.
I bet you have
That sounds
3
expensive.
terabytes of CP on your laptop.
I bet you have a petabyte.
We know that I don't have that much.
Yeah,
That's true.
you have 5 megabytes
You have you have
of total space.
you have 5 megabytes of space and 12 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways, where were we?
how
Oh yeah,
many,
about I think about 5 waves before I like get tired, and just like okay, just go ahead, man.
5 waves of 5 or 5 waves of 4?
I was thinking 5 waves of 4.
5 is 4. So 20.
Yeah,
It depends.
Before you get tired,
yeah,
or
like too tired to keep going,
Mm-hmm. It depends. Okay, it depends where I am. Is it like I have to stay in one place, or can I kind of like run around and shit?
Okay, you remember the raid 2?
Yeah.
We
It's
can either do the bathroom stall or we could do the like mud area, where they're at. On that one.
so if it's just an entire hotel, I think if it's an enclosed space, I think probably around the same as Maury. If it's an open space, I feel that hurts me more.
No, I'd probably just like train them like zombies.
That's true, but like with an enclosed space, you can just get your back up against the wall.
Well, that could be bad for you as well.
That's true, but
In fact, it's
also
probably
the
worse for
wall,
you
you could
anyways.
probably just check them right
But
into the wall.
what you want is a fatal funnel.
Put
That's
them.
what you want. You
yeah,
don't want a wall in your back. You want a funnel, an area that you can funnel them into, and take them on
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 at a time. You don't want your back against the wall. That's an obvious thing.
Well, I'm gonna put them straight through the drywall, so it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
You went straight through drywall. I swear.
Okay, you're on Rust. You're on the map Rust.
Rust 1v1 me right now.
Yeah, except it's a 1v4 in
So
infinite waves.
now, hold on, 1v4, but I get a Glock. I think I last for a while.
See, if I was on Rust, okay, in waves, I would sit at the top of that like duct at the tower, and then just like push them off one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Just push them off. Yeah, what would you do?
Sahara, what would you do in this situation?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, honestly, if I had a Glock, that'd be a lot easier. But
Well, no shit.
Yeah, no.
but
What are you? A firearm? Making a fight
Crazy.
easier?
Crazy.
Crazy.
never.
Unheard of.
I don't know what I do.
Pick
I'd
a
probably drown
map.
them.
Pick a place.
Right.
And then say what you would do if you were at that place with those
My
4
favorite
middle
place.
schoolers coming at you in waves, and how many waves.
Oh, you should pick the Eiffel Tower.
Or
Oh,
just pick like the lava planet from Star Wars.
I wasn't.
Episode
I
3?
wasn't thinking. I haven't watched.
okay.
episode 3.
More. Hold on.
Controversial.
If it's Eiffel Tower though, I think I might unlimited maybe. I honestly.
Yeah.
If
I mean, yeah, that
there's a
one's
big ass drop right there. Oh.
What if they get smart
Well,
and
are they the
they-
same size middle schoolers too? Because
No.
if they're the same size middle schoolers, then that would be a lot easier for the Eiffel Tower.
Well,
but what if there's like a
see,
big
the
ass
problem
middle
is
schooler that comes over and round?
I said middle schoolers, so I'm guessing each batch it would be an assortment of 6th through 8th graders.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Like, what if it's like Left 4 Dead zombies, and you get the
and you get the
tank
charger. Oh.
or the jackal? Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
You have to
then
fucking-
you're just fucked. I don't know what to
Yeah.
do.
Because they look like that. The middle schoolers, they look
they look like
like
that.
Charger.
They
from Left 4
are
Dead.
they are disgusting, gross.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Smelly. Very smelly.
very, very filled with anxiety and rage.
Yeah.
So, Harry, what are you gonna do in this situation?
Yeah. If the Charger from Left 4 Dead, but in middle school form.
I'm in general.
know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
She doesn't know video games.
Okay. Let me look it up. I'm gonna
Okay,
make the typing really loud.
Honestly, I would probably do outside, and I would drown them. because
How many waves could you get though through?
of 4?
Yeah.
What did Maury say?
Maury and I both said 5.
I'm gonna say 3 or 4.
3 or 4. That's pretty good. I think you could do that.
I won't say more because I don't think I can do that without like probably hurting myself at least 3 times. But yeah, no, drowning probably be my best bet.
That kind of takes a while to do. To drown someone.
Not the way I do it, like especially outside.
Shit, I'm an expert in drowning people. No one drowns people
In a
like me.
hotel with unlimited chemicals, just drown them in acid.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be drowning. That would be burning. So,
Fair.
just saying.
Look at topics. That's the charger from Left 4 Dead.
Okay,
How many of those do you think you could take on, Sahara?
none.
I think I got 1 in me.
I feel like I'd give it my best try, but then
Yeah.
I would just give up halfway through.
I feel like I got 1 in me.
You what?
And then when the second one shows up, I would have 2 in me. And then
What?
Hey yo!
Yo.
I hope there's
No,
subtitles.
I think I could take down like 1, and then that would be it. I'd be like, that's it. That you're not getting. No one's getting higher than 1 on no notice, no weapon.
I feel like given pre-workout, I feel like Maury could take 1, maybe 2.
I think if you give me a pipeline punch monster and dangle some wagyu beef and be like, if you obliterate this charger from Left 4 Dead, you get this.
More. What if I just
know
say,
what,
what if I
Brian?
just inject you with PCP and say, get it done?
Yeah, I'd probably run off and just start
Like live in the woods.
yeah, but just like live in the woods and come out to steal food from people, from homeless people. That's probably what
Just forever. That's how you. That's just how you'd be.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a
Same.
type of heroin, Russian heroin that they'll like stab you with, inject you with out of nowhere, so that and then you take one of those one time and you're immediately addicted forever, and if you ever stop, you die. Your
Oh.
body just can't take it.
Oh. Damn.
Crazy.
Kinda,
Yeah, crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, the Russians are insane.
Yeah.
they
The
really
Russians.
were.
Everything bad that has ever happened has its roots in Russia. Prove me wrong.
You know, I remember that during
when they burned the Library of
beginning-
Alexandria. How is that connected to Russia?
See, Russia, they don't tell you this, all right? They don't tell you
Oh, no.
this. But Russia, all right? The Library of Alexandria, it was not in Greece or whatever. It was in Siberia. I shit you not. I shit you not. They went all that way just to destroy the Library of Alexandria in Siberia. And then, guess where the I don't know where I'm going with this, but guess where they built the Kremlin, huh? Right on top
Right.
of the Library of Alexandria.
The Kremlin is not in Syria.
First of all, I didn't say Syria. I said Siberia.
Siberia. It's in Moscow. What do you?
Yeah. Well, I didn't ask that, so I don't know why.
I think the
Wait,
Oh,
Kremlin.
is this relevant?
I think the Kremlin might be Russia's only nice building. Like
Yeah, the rest of them are
the rest
built
of them
with
are kind of shitty.
tears.
Like they're in like the U.S. There's a couple buildings you think of instantly: Empire State, White House, third one. In Russia, they just got the Kremlin.
Yeah, their buildings look like their food shit.
Honestly,
gray.
everything has a gray tint to it in Russia.
Yeah.
It really does. It's the snow.
No, they just didn't invent color right.
Yeah, I don't think they invented color. I think everyone's colorblind there. I think when you go there, you turn colorblind, but not the actual colorblind, like the colorblind that it sounds like when you say colorblind.
Well,
Or you
like
just-
no, they have color, but like 50% of the time, 50% of the time, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it was taxed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only the upper
they
class
seize-
gets access
Yeah,
to seeing
they
color.
seize the means of color.
Yeah, from the worker, they cease the means of
Yeah,
color.
everyone gets their rationed colors.
That's right.
They get
what? We
rationed
should do
colors.
that in the U.S.
You get
Ration.
some weeks you get blue, some weeks you get purple. All weeks you don't get more than one.
No. You only get primary colors. That's the basic.
No, sometimes you either get a primary color or a really shitty color. No in between.
Yeah,
Like
the mixed colors.
you crack it up and you get like a yellow brown color, and you're just like, how the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Yeah,
Yikes.
that's
Yellow
the solve.
brown.
Yellow brown. It's a pretty rough color.
Yo, ogre. Yeah. No, I don't know, man. That's gross. I don't like thinking about it too much. I like colors too much.
Well, that's good to say. That's very what a diverse statement, Sahara.
Thank you.
You
I
just
saw a
said.
sign today.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a cross, like when someone dies in an intersection and they put crosses and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was like that, but out of like two like paint sticks almost. And it said awake but not woke.
What? Does that mean?
Awake
And-
but not woke.
And
So
I was like, what? Why is this here?
I would hope you were awake.
yeah, especially if you're out in public, that'd be really dangerous if you weren't.
By the side of the
I
road.
mean,
By the side of the road for free?
I would
Really?
hope you'd be awake. You know.
Yeah, that would be be kind of. Sahara, you kind of exist in a mile radius around your house, I'd say.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's
That's
like you're part of the Truman Show.
That's right. You are
But
a part of the Truman Show.
But
This
it's definitely
This is how I'm
you're
telling
definitely
you.
not Truman.
You're
What?
not Truman, but you also don't know you're in a show.
Yeah, you're barely employed
Yeah.
as part of the show. You're
No.
just one of the NPCs that circles the block every morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
just call me a slur. God.
No, not this shit that has actual thought behind it.
Just call me a damn. God.
No, I was trying to say that, like, if
I
you
think I'd rather be called a thespian. God. You people.
What do you mean, you
Low of
people?
me.
Well, what are you- No, I'm saying that if you were to be asleep on the side of the road, I'd probably drive by.
I think you're a gremlin.
That's kind of fucking mean.
Why?
That's
Why?
kind of fucking mean.
You're you look
No, let him talk. I need to know.
You look like someone fed you past midnight.
That's Maury's way of calling me busted. Damn.
That's so fucking mean.
That's my first big reason.
Yeah, I don't blame you, brother. That shit. Fuck, that was funny.
I wasn't ready for that one today.
Come around the corner, sounding like.
I'm gonna go to your house and do that.
In his window.
You're
gonna get a ladder?
up to your front door.
No,
No.
you're gonna get a ladder and then poke your head through his window,
Oh, it would be
and-
so fucking funny if you just.
and he's gonna think like you're levitating up, like you levitated up to his window, and just to do that.
There's a chance that I don't notice you, and I like go to close the window and just hits you right in the face, and you fall backwards off the roof.
That sounds like a bit from Casper.
Yeah, yeah.
The
If
fact that you think I could get a ladder to Reed's house without hurting myself and get to the window
Or without
hurting
me.
myself,
without me knowing too.
without his dogs barking at me too.
Yeah, true.
Also, like,
They don't bark, do they? I've
Mm.
never seen them bark. They're the worst guard dogs like ever.
That's true, but like also nothing's more scary than just be standing in a dark room and then you just hear a low and you can't see it.
And then Ryder would probably lick her face.
It's true.
No, that's Wally.
Wally's kind of a guard dog.
He kind of attacked me when I was at Reed's house.
That's
but
true.
Not enough.
It's not intentional. He like jumps on
He's
you
just
because he's
excited.
excited. So
He's
I'm
a puppy.
thinking
I'd be more concerned about him pissing on me.
like
Same.
he's just waiting for you to get to the stairs because that's when he's gonna really start to cause some problems. You know,
Believe
now you're trying to climb the stairs and you got this puppy trying to jump on you while you're climbing the stairs.
Yeah.
that. I'd believe
Honestly,
that.
all three of the dogs, they wait for the stairs to take care of business. The stairs is the
Oh.
fucking Thunderdome.
Damn. Have they pushed you down the stairs?
They've almost accidentally done that to my mom.
To try and collect the insurance money.
I don't know. Not enough cable
So I have-
today. Bang, gang, gang.
I mean, pretty much. That's how my dogs are. I have dogs that crazy. My one dog, he's a pit bull mix, like pit bull, pointer, and cattle dog, and he plays ball all day. He wants to play fetch all goddamn day. And if you don't throw the ball, he'll throw it at you.
Oh.
And if you're not paying attention to him, like my mom will be like standing in the kitchen cooking or like doing something, and he'll take the ball. And if she hasn't played today, he will come up behind her and ball in mouth, shove it up her ass.
Damn.
He does it to everyone, and he's like, play with me, and it's aggressive, and it's like, no, Jake, go lay down, and then he goes, at you, and he likes to talk back.
I hate it
He's
when
a
they do
fucking-
that.
He's a fucking
Yeah.
anal pervert. That's what
Penny,
he is.
He
Penny, okay, my blue healer Penny, dude, she is sassy. Every time, like, when my mom comes to, like, get her out of my room, because she sleeps in my room at night, she opens the door, and Penny just looks at her. Like, why are you here? I'm going back to sleep.
I like Penny because she has anxiety and likes to hide under tables.
That's true. Her anxiety humanizes her. You like to hide under tables, Sahara?
Maybe
It's like your hobby or something?
I'm under a table right now, Reed.
As I said, you're a gremlin.
Damn. Call back.
See, when he's right, he's right. I like to refer to myself as a goblin, though.
Goblin, these fucking nuts!
He let you walk.
No,
You walked right in that
I
one.
walked into
Yeah,
that
dude.
one.
Yeah.
you literally.
I've been.
You opened the door
warned by
for me. I
You
just
didn't-
walked
he,
in.
He didn't even do like a setup for that. You just did
No, I
that.
know.
Yeah, like it's like if I say
I don't think.
I saw the dragon.
Just leave me alone.
This was the word equivalent of walking into a closed sliding glass door. There's some clippable moments from this episode, and I'm proud of us. Good work, gang. You know what time it is?
No.
You know what
No.
time it is?
It's 5:25 p.m.
What the fuck?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
8:25.
It's Sahara spooky time.
That's right.
All right, you guys want to guess what we're talking about this week?
Is it a cryptid?
No.
We ask that every single.
Yeah, because I really want one to be a cryptid, but it never is.
Oh, is it
Eventually.
that one
Yeah.
I sent you? Is it that one the video I sent?
No, not yet. I didn't
Okay.
finish all the research I wanted to on it.
We had a. Should we say which one you sent, or
I
should
don't, I don't care.
So
Go ahead and pronounce it. Go ahead and pronounce it.
the Atalaf Pass.
That was close enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sahara and I got into a bit of a
We
debate
had a squabble.
whether it. Okay, I say it's a conspiracy. It should be in the conspiracy one, and she
I
says it
just
should be in the
said-
in the history one.
I just personally said that I felt like it should be in the history one because it could be an interesting history one. But that's also because I don't feel like it's 100% a conspiracy theory. But that's my personal opinion. But I already said that I will wait and do it for next week's or the week after
Yay!
time.
You said that?
Because Reed yelled at me.
I didn't yell at you. Hold on.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. We had a conversation like adults.
Didn't.
Just because the conversation doesn't go the way you want, it doesn't mean I yelled at you. We were just talking. Over text, so I couldn't yell at you. So
Subtext was there.
Yeah, but she interpreted it.
this
as
is what we call as a
yell-
victim mentality.
There was no evidence of you yelling, but she felt like you were yelling.
Yeah.
Texted that.
You know, she
Most
just...
of Reed's voice messages to me are him yelling.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
felt
That's true.
like
yeah,
he
but
was
well,
just
that
yelling.
hold on. That's just how my voice messages are.
You should have seen when Little Caesars changed their price of their hot and
Oh
ready pizza.
my god!
The way
Don't get him
Reed,
started.
Oh
the way
my
Reed
fucking
reacted.
god!
I've seen
The
clan
Reds
members
did-
get less worked up about black people.
Huh?
And...
Whoa. Wait, what did you say?
Don't worry, just
Reed
keep
was
that in.
throwing a
Brock.
fit. No, what did you say? 'Cause I didn't hear it.
I said I've seen clan members get less worked up about black people.
Oh my god, me too.
I actually have the footage of me screaming about it on my phone.
Oh no, send it to me.
I bet you listen to it to warm up for this podcast.
Hold on, I can just play it over the mic.
This is the thing that has pissed me off the most in my entire life. It is fucking ridiculous! It's $5 pizza! Not more! What the fuck? I'm in the nerve of some companies! Some things are fucking sacred! What the fuck? The price is $5 for a reason! Their pizza is kind of shitty! What the fuck? If they increase the price, then you're wasting money! Fucking go to Domino's in that case!
Thank you.
All right, back to guessing. What do you guys think this week's is?
Is it something that the U.S. did?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's a good question.
That could possibly be related to this theory, but that's not the basis.
Not that
Most
basic.
theories involve the government doing something. Of some
Because
but
the
it-
government does a lot.
But is it the U.S. government?
It's true.
Yeah, this is based in the U.S.
It's true.
Okay.
Peace.
That's broad then.
It's really broad. Okay.
Is it particular? Is it specific to only one state or one like
is
specific
not.
location?
Is it okay? How
Okay.
It's kind of location based, but it's a nationwide location.
is it more or less insane than that conspiracy theory where people think the Iranian government killed Michael Jackson?
No, this one's more not as crazy to me. This
Hmm.
is not out of left field. This one's like a little more like,
I don't know.
because I told my dad about it and he didn't call me absolutely insane when I told him about it.
Is
He
it-
just went,
Is it Coke related? Is it like Coke? How they were like new Coke and then old Coke and...
no. You guys have asked me to do this one multiple times when you were guessing.
The Wendigo?
No. That's on my list.
That's on the list. Oh.
I have
I
a
don't-
long list.
I don't know if the Wendigo it really counts
You
as
guys
like
have
fits
guessed-
normally encrypted because it's like also a part of a religion. I don't know.
Is it MK Ultra?
No.
Is it
I was gonna guess that one. Is it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Really broad. I don't know.
I don't know. This is too broad. Yeah, this is too insane. I can't figure it
Yeah.
Oh god damn, I wrote like 5 pages on this, but that's okay.
out. Jesus.
I was just writing out.
Did you
all
sit
this
there and write an
information.
entire thesis about it?
I should have. No, I was okay. So I was reading the information, and I was like, you know what? I should write it how I want to say it, and I don't want to say too much. But then I had to explain stuff, and then it ended up being 5 pages. I thought it was 3, but that's okay. All right, you guys. It's aliens this week.
Oh,
We're talking about aliens,
Haley.
but
Yeah.
more specifically,
Is this because of Mexico being like, hey, aliens?
no, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah,
Um,
that was fake.
Okay,
It's
what?
Mexico.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mexico can have aliens.
No.
Yes.
Well,
But
I mean,
homie looked like a pinata.
yeah.
I could have made
My
that.
my guy definitely hiding some candy from us.
My
He's
guy,
got that
my guy,
tamarindo.
my guy definitely needed
Tamarindo.
candy.
All right. So more specifically, this is a theory I came across like 2.5 weeks ago, and I haven't stopped thinking about it because it's very interesting to me. So, for like a little reference, I did a lot of missing people searches,
Mhm.
for a missing woman in my area. Um, so that is my
Mm-hmm.
ethos. So I'm just throwing that out there. So, this one is specifically, are people being abducted by aliens in national park? So digest that.
So
Oh, does this have to do with the missing 411?
Yes,
Yeah.
I watched a lot of missing 411.
I don't know, mainly because we have this thing called bears, and I think a decent amount of missing people can be chalked up to bears.
Yeah, bears do be barren though.
Bears be barren.
Yeah, bears do be
For
barren,
real.
but a lot of the stories that I was reading that was relating to what I was looking into is not bear related.
Not bear related.
No.
For years we
So
thought
like
cocaine wasn't bear related, but boy, we were wrong.
that was such a good movie. But anyway, all right. So as of right now, 1,500 people have gone missing in America's national parks
And I
without a
didn't do
trace.
anything. I swear, I'm innocent.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
in 1989.
I don't know anything about that. I don't even know why you're talking to me about it. And I appreciate
Reed, I'm not a cop.
I would appreciate I plead the fifth.
I bet you're
Okay.
you a narc.
So
You narc? You wearing a wire?
no.
You wearing a wire? Want a fucking wire?
We're
Want a
patched
fucking wire?
Anyway. So roughly 1,000 people a year go missing in the national parks to some extent, whether they're found or
Ew.
not. But the national parks has a missing persons cold case list with roughly 26 people missing since as early as 1959 that still haven't been found or any evidence either. And well, 4 are actually classified as quote unquote unresolved homicides, but a lot of people think
It'd be
that
like that sometimes.
people just go
Yeah.
out there and commit suicide. So there's that. But America is home to some beautiful yet treacherous parks like Yosemite, Yellowstone, Shenandoah, Crater Lake. And they claim that majority of these missing persons are suicides or falls that are eventually found. I do believe one can argue that those who do hike are usually people who were not experienced, especially like people who are like, let's go to this national park.
Let's go
But
to
there
this
are
national park. I'm gonna go pet
quite
that
a
grizzly
few
bear
people. I would pet the grizzly bear, but that's okay.
because you're a gremlin.
Let me pet the dog.
I am. Can I pet that dog?
That's a big
Anyway,
ass dog. Shit.
but as you guys may know, a lot of people our age and a little older than us don't have as many survival skills as people used to. And, that's kind of sad. But on the missing without a trace list is a park ranger who vanished 4 decades ago that had a lot of experience. So I don't really think that they vanished for like weird
And-
reasons.
And people think
But
aliens?
No, not for that one specifically. I'm getting to it. So basically, um, first I'm gonna explain this one missing persons case, and then I'm gonna talk more about the theory itself.
Okay.
All right. So a common story of people going missing in the woods is you're going in a group, either it's camping or hiking, and you're walking, and you 1 minute you're all having a good time, and then you turn around and one person's missing. And now usually they're going to the bathroom or like stop to tie their shoe or like something. But sometimes those people don't make it back from the campgrounds. And it just takes a split second to get lost, separated in the dense, treacherous woods in some of the national parks. Or to fall, honestly. Some of the national parks are gross. All right, so on June 14th, 1969, 6-year-old Dennis Martin went missing around 4:30 p.m. It was an annual Father's Day trip that he, his grandfather, his brother, and his father would camp for the weekend and swap stories in the Smoky Mountains National Park. Dennis and his family were from Knoxville, Tennessee. William Martin, his father, was the last to see him, as he, his brother, and a few other children, also camping nearby, darted ahead to hide in the bushes ahead so they could surprise the adults. While all the other children had appeared, Dennis did not, and after 5 minutes, his dad and others were beginning to worry, and so William ran the trail frantically searching, and he did so for about 2 miles before he decided that his son didn't have the ability to get that far. It is something to note that he had some experience in the woods because his dad and grandfather had taken him before, but he did have mental disabilities. It's not stated what they are, but he did have some learning disabilities. So they reported him missing to the park rangers, and the search efforts started immediately, which is good because in the first 24 hours, children that go missing are usually dead after that, which is pretty sad. But yeah. So not only were the park rangers searching for him, a search group was actually brought together, and the National Guard and Army Special Forces were brought in for this little boy who went missing in the woods. And
That's dope.
I have a question.
yeah,
Was there a large body of water?
no, but hang on, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So the weather began to change after the first day of searching, and it started to downpour,
Mhm.
and there was a shallow stream nearby that did flood, and so a lot of the trails, all the footprints are gone. But there at the small stream, there was footprints and of a bare foot in a shoe print,
Well,
like
well then,
missing a shoe.
wait.
And
So there was a bear print and a
no,
missing shoe.
no, a barefoot. Like your foot is bare, there's no shoe on it. Bare feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like as if someone were to have lost their shoe. But it was determined that the footprints had belonged to a Boy Scout who was actually part of the search party. So
Why was
they
he?
did find a missing shoe and sock of somebody, but they're not sure if it was his. They were similar, but they weren't entirely sure if they were his. The searching soon stopped and his case went cold by September, and that happened in June. Um, but a few years later, a man came forward claiming to have found skeletal remains in the park, but he was harvesting ginseng, which is illegal. So he waited a long time before reporting the
Oh,
skeletal remains.
he waited
So,
for the
there's that.
whatchamacallit? Oh, statute of limitations to wear out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a witness so the father has always thought that someone took him, but a witness said that they heard a scream and then saw a man running to a white vehicle, which to me sounds very like typical man in a rapist van.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. That's just the typical
But
story that you hear.
exactly.
Who said
Exactly.
this?
Just a witness. It doesn't say who, but it was a witness.
Okay,
quote, unquote.
I
But
now
the
think that
FBI
that
actually ruled it out and said basically you're full of shit. And I would like to say that I don't mean
hey,
disrespect to the family.
have we checked that witness that said something that was completely false, proven false by
I
the
don't know.
FBI? Have they looked into that person?
Yeah, if the FBI says that something false, that's insane.
We should,
That must have been fucking outrageous.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
No, I think the FBI did look into them because like why else would they
honestly,
be like, oh, that's
you'd
false.
be more disappointed in how quickly they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like if that person's like an old lady, nah, they're not looking into her.
Yeah.
They're
no.
just gonna lie
they
and say
still-
they did.
Well, based on like all the information that I found, like the fact missing 411 highlights a retired detective Paulides? I don't know how to say his last name. I forgot. But it highlights that tracker dogs and cadaver dogs miss 97% of your scent that's actually on the trail. So clothing and personal objects are often missed during the searches and are found in already searched areas. So when you're searching, there's usually a grid search. I don't know if you know what that is, but like 5 people, like 2 feet apart in a line, and then 5 more people 2 feet apart coming at you, and then you go the other way. Like it's hard to explain, but it's so that you can see every single angle of the places that you're searching, so you can make sure that you're not missing something.
Mm-hmm.
You always miss something. I'm gonna say that you always miss something, but so a lot of stuff is usually missed, and they were talking about that. But sometimes where clothing or personal belongings were in completely inconceivable places, places that were already searched, and on occasion, bodies that are found are in places often traveled or have been searched many times. And it's as though someone waited until absolutely no one was there to just place them in the most perfect spot, which serial killers do that. But
Yeah.
um and it was in often hard to reach places, like obscure places that you wouldn't think, like not cohesive to the story.
Like Subway.
So there's no tracks, no scent, blood trails, or struggle ruling out animal attacks for most of the cases that they go through in this.
I mean, it'd just be a hella efficient animal. It's just
No, you would find evidence.
Are we still talking about the child snatching, or is
No,
this
this is
general?
in general.
Because if
This
it's the
is general.
child snatching,
Based
a
on the
big ass
thing.
bird could get it done. But
A 6-year-old?
there are some fucking ginormous birds in the United States. Condors.
Yeah.
They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like a 6-year-old? I don't know.
6-year-olds like
Um
only like what 60 pounds. If that.
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and the condor could probably lift that.
I don't know.
Eh.
More like 40
so
pounds.
anyway,
Oh, then
depends on the
definitely.
6-year-old. So 411 covers more stories than I'm going to get into for time purposes. But Carl Higdon from Wyoming. Now I could not purchase his wife's book on the story, so I did as much research as I could get without having to pay $100 for a book.
Okay.
$100 for a book, a thin book, not a thick book,
A thin
like a
$100.
small book.
Did it even
$100.
like look cool? The book?
I couldn't even see it because it was through Google Books, and I was like, I'm not paying $100 for this.
Oh.
So on October 25th, 1974, Carl witnessed several elk being lifted off the pasture and into the sky,
Oh.
and he himself was abducted as well. And he just remembers being lifted up and seeing the elk as well. But he was brought back because what he believes is his vasectomy, which I thought was funny. but he believes that his vasectomy just made it like, how do I want to say it? Like, oh, they've already touched him. We don't want him. He's not in
Ah,
condition.
we
You
can't
know
get
what I
the
mean? Like perfect condition.
we can't get the
We
cum
want
out of
them
him.
vast
Send him
deferens.
back.
Well, no, I think it's because he wasn't complete.
They
But
must have.
so they let him
They
go.
must have been edging him for days.
Yeah, they were like
Not understanding.
standing there like,
Sperm
why
count is
isn't it
low.
coming out? Usually by now it would have came out. What the fuck?
That's not what happened
What?
with the vasectomy.
That's not what I was talking about. But okay.
Okay. I mean, after
wouldn't get it.
vasectomy.
You wouldn't get
You
it.
don't. You wouldn't get
Okay.
it.
So anyway, FBI agent D'Souza discussed special profiling units that the FBI uses for aliens, abductions, and UFOs. And he says, quote, "We report on the ones we report on because those are real. And I do believe they are connected to extra dimensional beings from outside of our reality." And then he later states that some of the disappearances are not possible in our purely physical world. And so the main theory is that the aliens are using our dense national parks and forests to abduct people when it's easiest to like cover it up and not make it like super obvious and without many witnesses. So they like are either keeping, killing, or releasing them. And so a connected theme in the community that people talk about when talking about the subject is that they think that when they release them, they are purposefully misplacing them in like miles away or like say another part of the state so that they are confused, but like, you know, I don't know how I want to say it. Like they just misplace them purposefully. So I think that's why their whereabouts are unknown and like without a trace, but or they're dead and the aliens just like turn them into space dust. But I personally think aliens are real.
Just
Whether they're abducting people from our national parks for experiments or whatever they want them for, maybe.
I mean, see, the real question is, do they want the smoke?
True.
Oh, also, if you look up the map of people missing in the US right now without a trace, and you put it over the map of the US's cave systems, it matches up pretty well.
That
And
makes
then if
sense.
you put a map of national parks over that, it also matches up.
So,
So,
hold on.
in theory, mole people are real and
What?
they're aliens.
Okay, so at the start of this, I talked about bears. Hey, do you know what lives in a cave, Sahara?
Theirs.
Bears.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's almost like the
That doesn't
caves
necessarily
and the
mean
missing
that
people
everyone is.
lining up perfectly. It's almost like there's something dragging people
It's not all
into
bears.
caves. Yeah, there's
mean,
other
it's not
animals that can
bears.
drag people in the caves.
There's not bears. There's a missing person case that I've been following for like 5 years. I think
Mountain
now.
lion.
Mm-mm. He went missing when he was driving home. Like he lived in another state, but he was driving to his home state, and he was driving and he went missing in like Laguna Niguel or something like that. Some weird ass place. Someone took him. It's crazy. It's not bears. I think bears are responsible for a good percentage, but I don't think it's all bears.
Like when you say like, oh yeah, if you take the missing peoples and line up with the caves, it just makes me think, oh yeah, that means an animal's just dragging these missing people into these caves.
Well, no, it's not. It's not just caves. It's underground caves.
Oh.
Well,
Like
where else are there
stalactites
caves?
and stalagmites.
I mean, there's mountain caves, Maury.
Yeah.
And guess what? The caves that are in the mountains are also under the ground.
It's true.
Well, yeah, that too. But like, I mean, like actually in the ground.
I mean, just
not
because they're below sea level,
There you go.
it doesn't mean that they have to be below sea level to be a cave.
Right. I don't
I
know.
guess.
I mean, I think the real question is if they want the smoke. Because if we found out that that's the case, they'd get the smoke. We'd have to do something about
Well, yeah.
that. There's probably
Yeah.
not a lot we would be able to do, but we'd put a lot of money into
I
and
feel like-
time into fucking over the aliens.
Yeah, I feel like our government would probably spend their money like that. They probably do, and we just don't know about it.
I think there are aliens. I think
Mhm.
aliens exist,
I do
but
too.
I don't think they're abducting people,
Yeah.
and returning them if they have a vasectomy.
Yeah, that
I
sounds.
think I think
I don't know.
I don't think it's their business. I don't think that's what they're dedicating themselves to. At least I hope
Neither. They
not.
got more time for
That seems a little bit petty, in the grand scheme of
I
things.
also feel like he was like a little older for them.
Yeah,
I feel like he wouldn't want
Send
like
this old
Same.
fart back to Earth.
yeah, but anyways, I think it's probably just serial killers, or just people being
Yeah,
stupid, or
Stupid people.
the
maybe.
people that were found where people already searched could just be that person was still alive and like moving, and just like managed to avoid the places that people were searching, and ended up dying in a place that had been searched while that person was still
Maybe.
alive.
Or someone
Well,
just
they
put him
also
there.
do autopsies, and you can tell if someone was killed there or somewhere else. And because of livor mortis, you can tell if a body was moved post mortem or not.
Yeah.
So, depending on the case, Maury, you could probably be right.
Yeah.
You know what? There's an easy solution to this problem. Burn it down. All of it.
True.
Can't go missing
thought
if
we
there's
were
no
gonna-
trees.
That's not where I thought we were going with that, but that's okay.
Where do you think
My
I
guess
was
was
going?
castration, but
How would that
burning
solve this?
stuff down.
How would honestly, at least mine,
We're trying to have less
Less
people
people.
Go missing.
disappear,
That's right.
not have less people on Earth.
yeah, we're already trying
I
to fight
mean-
that from happening at this point.
I feel like it would be a benefit.
No, we need more people.
I mean, maybe to you.
Again, God.
Guys,
but-
like
Yeah.
it's gonna suck in like 20 years, and it's only 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know how fucking annoying that's gonna be.
Yeah. 40-year-old
I mean-
TikTokers. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh,
Imagine
God.
Logan and Jake Paul when they're like 50.
You know, he thinks
I don't
Logan
want
Paul thinks
to.
he's gonna live to like 150.
Of course.
If he
Of course
does, I will resurrect myself.
I don't think he is, because I'm thinking he drinks a lot of Prime. And Prime something. Prime? I think Prime might kill people. Allegedly.
They sell
Uh,
Prime at Costco now.
They sell Prime
And I was
everywhere.
like, no.
They sell it at Target.
the
They sell
Prime
it at Five
sticks.
Below.
I think Jake and
My
Logan
neighbor-
Paul should not be allowed to be in the public, and I think if I think the government should do to them what they did to Kennedy.
Jesus.
Allegedly.
The old Kennedy
Allegedly.
special.
Yeah,
The Kennedy
and Martin Luther King
Monroe.
and Robert
No,
Kennedy.
Where can I sign that?
You hear?
Yes,
You hear RFK Jr. almost got assassinated?
yeah, of course he did. Of course he
Jeez.
did.
And I saw that and I was
It
like,
runs- it runs in the
typical
family.
Kennedy. Yeah.
Runs the family.
All right, Maury, for this week, do Gru from Despicable Me.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Gred Podcast. If you liked it, let us know. Rate us on Spotify or hit that like button. Follow our Instagram at the Gred Pod.
Yusa wanna see our logos grip us? Get us to 1,000 subs. You have 1 week.
Also,
Okay.
share the podcast.